Alright, so welcome back to another video. Drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we gonna come in here and we gotta talk about this Donovan Mitchell trade because he's been traded to the Cavaliers for Colin Sexton, Laurie Markkinen, Ochai Agbaji, and 3 first-round picks with 2 pick swaps. Now this literally came out of nowhere. As you can tell, I'm worked up, I'm excited because this is a lot to talk about. The Cavs were never on the list of teams that were in conversations, but Danny Ainge was like, the Cavs though, like if you understand the Cavs. Now, luckily this worked out for Colin Sexton because if you didn't know, Colin Sexton didn't have a contract. He was on his qualifying offer, which would have made him a free agent next season, which would have let him walk from the Cavs for nothing. But in this trade, he got a 4-year, $72 million guaranteed contract for Colin Sexton, so that works out good. But they traded Laurie Markkinen, which was a part of that big lineup that really worked out for them. So this is an interesting trade because again, Donovan Mitchell and like the Cavaliers are like, that's not really a thing that anybody heard of, and it kind of came out of nowhere. So when it broke, everybody was confused. But when you break it down and see all the contracts and the trade pieces, the picks, the 3 first-round picks, I was definitely expecting more picks for Donovan Mitchell, but they did get 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps, which I guess is okay. But I was definitely expecting more, and we kind of knew that when the Knicks signed extended RJ Barrett, they were kind of out of the question. So after that, it was pretty much, are the Heat going to make a move? So it was kind of up in the air, determining like where he was going to get traded, or was he going to be on the Utah Jazz at the start of the season. And it looks like it's not, because he's going to be heading to Cleveland, which I'm excited to like see, honestly, because the lineup I believe it would be is Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, either Karis LeVert at the 3 or Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen, and with a great bench. So in my opinion, this works out for both teams. It just came out of nowhere. You know, it literally came out of nowhere because the Cavaliers though. Now, if you can sit here and tell me you predicted that he was going to the Cavs, you must know something that we all don't, because this trade legitimately came out of nowhere. It has the internet going in a craze right now. It broke when Woj just Cleveland, like it says Cleveland Cavaliers and Donovan Mitchell. That don't even like it should going together. But yeah, this is going to be a fun season to watch the Cavs. Now on the other hand, for the Utah Jazz, I love it. You get Laurie Markkinen, you lock up Colin Sexton for 4 years, which I think is good, because even when Colin Sexton before the injury was playing, he was still a very good player. So to lock him up as your future point guard for the next 4 years for the $72 million to guarantee, I like that. And you have Laurie Markkinen who could come in and stretch the floor. And I like what Danny Ainge has been doing with the team now. Well, I want to see what he does with the team. And now that they have Jared Vanderbilt and stuff like that, and then Colin Sexton and all the pieces from the Timberwolves trade and this trade right here, I think Laurie Markkinen is still a very great young player. Colin Sexton, amazing young player. And I think this team is going to be like, I think the Utah Jazz, like, they're not going to be like a play-in team. They might make the play-in. I'm predicting they might make the play-in, but they're going to obviously be like one of the worst teams in the league. Well, not one of the worst teams, but one of the badder teams in the league. So I think they're gonna be fun to watch though. With all the young pieces that they have, they're gonna be fun to watch. Now what I was saying, because like when the trade first broke, it was literally it just said Donovan Mitchell been traded to the Cavs for 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps. So what I was predicting before the full details broke out, I was predicting that maybe the Cavs were going to trade him, because like then the trade dropped that okay, it was gonna be Colin Sexton, Laurie Markkinen, Ochai Agbaji. I think that's his name. I think that's actually pronounced the name. There's gonna be him and the picks. So yeah, like I was predicting that he was probably gonna get traded, but then that broke out, and then I'm excited to see Colin Sexton playing Utah. I think he's gonna be fit right in. I wonder what they're gonna do with Laurie, if they're gonna keep him. I think they should, just because like you're not really getting much for Laurie if you do decide to get rid of him. Plus you're rebuilding the team. You might as well keep him. But yeah, this trade is like a shocker, because like for the most part, everybody knew it was the Knicks, the Heat, and a few other teams, and the Knicks locked up RJ Barrett, and then it was either like, are the Heat going to do something? If not, because like after the Heat, there was like, what else is he going to do? If he's not traded to the Heat, then he's probably going to stay in Utah. But the Cavaliers, all I can say is I'm excited. I want to see how it works out because Darius Garland is an engine for that team. He has to be the ball handler. He's an okay off-ball player. Donovan Mitchell, same with Donovan Mitchell. They're both ball-dominant players, and they're short players too. But when you're backed up by like the defensive players like Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, I think you should be good. But I'm interested to see how this work out. I'm going to be watching a lot of Cavs games this season because it came out of nowhere. This genuinely came out of nowhere, and I would like to. I was expecting more picks for Donovan Mitchell, but 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps, that's not that bad. But yeah, yo, trade came out of nowhere. If you're shocked, leave a comment. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. With that being said, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Catch you next video. We out of here. Peace. Some breaking news right there, man. Some breaking news.